Welcome back.
Welcome to the back.
Welcome back to another episode. Yeah. Welcome back.
Hello.
As my chair creaks, remember these chairs are from 2009. Because we never need to replace them, but we sure do need to maybe sometime soon. Creaky chairs, creaky table. That's our style. V&Brian against the world.
Maybe it's a haunted chair.
Maybe.
Maybe it's a possessed chair.
Maybe.
Maybe it's angry because it doesn't have a voice and it's feeling marginalized and it wants to speak.
Oh my god, already. Here we go.
Well,
You want to come say hi? Can you see? Speaking to the mic, tell us.
Bro.
He's like, I ate his liver with some fava beans.
I licked the microphone
Ah.
and enjoyed it. And once more.
Oh, but you're so precious. You're so precious. Yeah. Welcome back.
So what's going on in your world?
I'm gonna try my best.
Anything new and exciting?
You know, this is probably why I feel the way I feel. All
What?
that stress, all that drama, now comes to an end. And I was exhilarated, ecstatic, so happy yesterday.
Yeah.
And it wiped
I know.
me out.
I'm at work. It's
It
like,
wiped me out.
I'm at work. It's like, you call me or let me text you. It's like, well, go ahead. Just.
Brian showed emotion in the text by adding an exclamation point. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I was like working, and I'm like, so he's gonna call me? And you're like, so you're gonna tell me? And I was like, oh, okay, I'll text you.
And I'm just sitting there like packaging stuff. And I'm like, and my
Working,
phone's
like-
on the table. I'm like waiting for it to go off.
I wasn't sure. Like, I thought you would call
I know
me.
it wasn't really
Oh,
definitive as far as my answer, but
my Atlanta. Let me tell you.
what about Atlanta?
Atlanta. Apparently,
Georgia.
Apparently, Atlanta has good food. From what we've seen.
Everybody has good food,
I don't know.
just different styles depending on where you're at.
Yeah,
You can find good eateries anywhere.
that's true. Anyways, major update. Major update. Boop, 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 boop. Facts coming through.
That's Morse code for help me, I'm being held prisoner.
Oh, it happened quick. This is very quick.
Yeah,
I think this is why I'm exhausted, because I didn't even have time to catch up. I was like mentally preparing myself for maybe months of a possible outcome, and it happened in one day.
Seriously, I was like,
One
what are you
day.
talking about? Yeah.
And I loved it, and I'm thrilled. Janet 2.0 no longer work where I work. Yeah.
We need to get one of those things.
My coworkers got the door, and I'd like to thank myself for finally again speaking up, talking to the head honcho, CEO, and he was kind enough to listen, let me vent. I proposed a very lucrative, or as he said, crazy idea to him. But I saw the wheels turning when I told him. Yeah. And he asked me, he came back 1 hour later after I talked to him to the other building where I work at and asked me one question. And when he asked me that one question, I was like, he's really thinking about my proposal. And the next day, it happened. It fucking
The
happened.
next day, they got Victor Crowley.
Yeah.
They got hatcheted.
Oh, what a glorious day it was. And I got compensated for it.
That's good.
Exactly, which was part of my proposal. So I am thrilled, and I advise everyone. I told Brian and the intern, I will never doubt myself again. And anything that comes to my mind, and I have a gut feeling about, or my intuition, I'm right.
Well,
No, I'm right. Because this is the second time I speak. I've had the gut feeling. I even asked the intern. I was like, all right, the day I went into the office and talked, I said, I really want to go talk to the head honcho. And they're like, well, wait, because we had lost our supervisor. There's so much that happened. We lost our supervisor. Someone got into a fight between the coworkers. It was a mess, guys. It was a mess. This is why I feel so drained today.
All people's medical stuff is being put on hold.
Yeah, and Brian and I have been dealing with it at work. And I told Brian, I was like, you need to go talk. Like, if this happened for me, you need to go do it. So I will never doubt myself. I encourage everyone to speak up and just do it. The worst case scenario, it doesn't work out, but thankfully, the 2 times I have gone, it's worked. And for him to accept my proposal was eye-opening and astounding, very encouraging. So
did you do what I said? Like I said, like, thank you for doing this and getting rid of them, giving me a raise. I'll be on vacation next week.
no, I didn't bring that up because I don't want him to be like, I made a mistake.
Maybe we need more people after all.
No, we'll figure it out. I really, just the 3 of us are great. We will figure it out. We are hard workers. This is exactly what I said, and we'll get it done. We were on a conference call, and that's what it was. And I am, all that time with the stress and drama, and just like, it was like little hints. And like when he told me how much my conversation was, I was just like, because it's everything I had thought of.
Yeah.
And like for those thoughts and feelings to come and me acting upon it, I was like, I can no longer ignore these thoughts and feelings ever again in my life, because look at what has happened. So I feel truly blessed. I told him I was very grateful. I thanked him. And yeah, so I've been telling everyone, just do it. Just do it.
You did it. Well, you did it the right way, because you're probably pretty calm, even though you're frustrated and riled up. Because my example is a way to not try to do what you want to get your way, in terms of faking an illness, pretending like,
with that person,
thing,
yeah.
If you see something in your workplace, you see something, you want to speak up, something you feel like you're being treated unfairly, or there's a better path, or you should speak. You should, like, hey, can I get a meeting? Can I talk to you? It's inspirational that way, because you did it, like I said, you did it the right way. You had a lot of things happen to where things fell into place, thankfully.
Yeah,
it got rough to be able to get to where you wanted to go, where my situation, it's just, he threw a fit, got mad, and I'm sick now. And so...
How sad.
And now that he's gotten what he wants, doesn't wear a mask, his voice is back to normal. Heard him saying, yeah, they'll never make me do that shift again. Stuff like that.
That's some bullshit right there.
So it's like manipulated and forced the hand, which isn't good and isn't right. But if you do things legitimately, do it the right way, you never know what can happen. And so it's good. It good worked out for you, because you're stressing hardcore. So it's going to make your 9 to 5, your daily life a little bit better.
Yeah, the workload may increase, but I'm happy that it's not with manipulative people, because those two were very manipulative.
We can all handle more work.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Work itself is, I always say with my job too, it's not the work that doesn't bother me. It's always the bureaucracy and the fringe stuff and the corporate stuff and all that stuff. But just doing the actual tasks and duties. Yeah. It's monotonous, and everyone's like, it's work, but we can all handle just our duties. Right.
I do have to say, I did have to tell him when I went in there, I said, I have to take a moment. I was just very blunt, but I told him, I said, I just need a minute, because I don't want to come at you with all these emotions and irritation.
Yeah.
So I took a minute, and then I just told him, but then when he was telling me certain things, I literally had my face covered, and I was like, the point is, all the points that we discussed, and like the issues of manipulation, like toxic work environment, hostile work environment, all those were brought up. And so laying it out, could he have been like, okay, don't ever come to me again, like I don't care, he could have. He could have said another
shut up and do your job.
Yeah, so I'm grateful that it worked out like that. But we live in a time where you just have to speak up when it comes to your situation. Like, everyone else says whatever the fuck they want, so why can't I? And that's where we were. We were very in that space. Like, Brian, why can't we fucking do this? And everyone else can. So that's why it was like, I'm fed up. Like, and I'm glad it wasn't just me. My other coworker was she was already like, I'm done. And yeah, so it's great. Like I said, I encourage everyone to speak up. It's just, we live in a world where you just can't hold back anymore. You really can't.
Again, if you do it the right way. You don't go into your boss's office demanding, But
No,
if you express the concerns,
except for your person.
Again, even then, he didn't demand. He said he just faked.
Shady.
He faked it.
Shady.
Yeah, he just lied, manipulated.
But you know what? That comes back in karma.
Used the union and the HR, to his advantage.
Jesus. That comes back in karma, and if you really break down his life, it's a miserable life.
Oh, he's absolutely miserable.
And as a person, he has no idea. Like
Absolutely
you said, no
miserable.
idea who he is.
Absolutely miserable person. From what I understand, it's even the things that he enjoy, like video games. I can't play certain games because the CEO did. I was like, dude.
Oh
wow.
yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
We've been talking about that lately. How things just take over. I mean,
I don't know.
It's more and more because just recently now too, we've had people within like our family that are like, oh, I'm not gonna rent a car from this place because they support a certain organization in the government, and I was like, so if you're gonna do that, pinpoint it, research another company. I'm sure there's plenty of mom and pop shops, or that aren't associated like big corporations. So I think that's always been our biggest message. If you don't like something, change it. I've said that recently in my little personal spiel.
Yeah.
But like again, if you're gonna put that much energy into hating something, reverse it and put it on. Let me find the solution. Let me find a company that isn't associated with this group of
Like
government.
what I always say is, you dig into any major corporation, you're going to find something that doesn't align with your. And again, in this me-ism world where everything has to be how I need it, or how I feel, or how I think. Boycotts. I didn't know there was a rental car company that was. But boycott. I mean.
Yeah, I didn't either. But
everything like Walmart, Walmart, Target, Hobby Lobby, Chick-fil-A, Budweiser. American Eagle. I mean, it's like there's just. And my thing is like, dude, if there's somebody like I don't shop at certain places for certain reasons, and but I don't need to go on social media and yell and scream or make I'm not gonna go there because just don't. I mean, if you you vote with your dollars, you can choose where you go and and that's okay. If you don't want to do business with a company, don't. I just don't like it when it's like no one should or we should all or everyone should because not everyone feels like you do, and everyone has. Either they don't care or they don't have the same political priorities as you. They just it's like the American Eagle thing blowing up. People are like, we should boycott. It's like I don't know anything American Eagle, but I don't I don't care one way or another. I think it's just stupid to get that riled up into hate over a marketing campaign to sell jeans. It's like
it's jeans.
It really is. It's
jeans. I was so mad. I really wanted to. Maybe I shouldn't say what I wanted to do, because I might still do it.
Oh.
But, yeah, I wanted to wear my jean outfit. Just say.
The jean jacket?
My jean jacket.
And blonde hair like Beyonce did?
And I know! The hypocrisy!
She did it for Levi's, and it was...
Okay.
Look at her strength, look at her truth, look at her being who she wants to be. This is amazing, empowering. Oh my gosh. The queen bee, we gotta,
no,
we gotta bow down to her. That witch is so great. I mean, and then Sydney Sweeney. I don't know. It's just I thought about it. I didn't even want to get into how we always kind of bash liberals and stuff like that. I didn't want to get into that aspect of it because they're just miserable. It's just ridiculous. I mean, if
you don't even have to bring that up. It's just like common sense. Why are we upset about this?
And the same people who are doing this and like we need to boycott this were people that were just years ago saying boycotts are stupid. Why should you boycott Budweiser? Why can't you just live with it and deal with it? Why are you being so childish and idiotic? It's always hypocrisy.
Yeah,
it's like this is why I'm just tired. I'm glad we're not talking as much in the political realm because it just doesn't matter. It just because both sides
we know that
both sides are the exact damn same thing.
Yeah.
They just, again, my big new phrase is just, they have just different political priorities.
Yeah.
That's it. But you guys, they act they're obnoxious, they're arrogant, they're cocky, they're whiny, they're cry, they boycott each other, they call each other names. It's the left, right, whatever it's just so dumb. I love that American Eagle and Sydney Sweeney basically said, I don't care. Yeah. And I finally think I figured out why everybody's mad about this. One, it's American.
Oh, okay.
It's American in the title, which, again, liberals hate American. They do.
But we're in America.
They hate the flag. They hate the anthem. They hate everything America.
Okay, whatever.
Because there was racism at some point, and you know,
My God,
and then
everywhere.
and then Sydney Sweeney apparently is a registered Republican. There it is.
Oh, she is?
I guess so.
Did I fucking care? No.
But that means I know.
Do you know what she's registered as?
I know. Then hardcore.
I know. You don't hear me going off the rails.
If you were to sit down with her and have a conversation about politics, she would not like you.
Oh anymore. Yeah.
I mean, she saw you at a future convention.
She would probably kick me out.
No, she'd probably just be like, here. Because that's
and
the way.
Like, I want to reply.
That's the way that side is. Like our side. Look at the people we've met and internet network with over the last 7 months. We both know about 80-90% of them are on the left side.
I know.
We know, and we don't care. Like I don't want to follow a business account like we've talked about, and it's just political preaching. I didn't follow you for that. I followed you because I like your sweets. I don't care about your politics.
Yeah.
And maybe not use that. Maybe use your own personal account. It's not because I can't interact with you because of your politics. It's just that's not why I'm following you.
Yeah.
But we can support vendors, merchandisers. We can conventions, shops, content creators.
Yeah.
And we know they're the opposite of us. They know. But there's people. They just have different priorities than us. They just have different political ideology. So what? What does that mean? Why is it that we can just go celebrate people and support people and like posts and buy stuff?
Yeah.
But, if they feel or hear like anything that they don't agree with, it's ghosted, it's unfollowed, it's distaste, it's dislike, it's that fake smile when you see them. It's, it's that kind of stuff. It's like, why is that side so angry all the time? It's not just that I don't agree with you. It's anger.
It's projection.
It's hatred.
It's projection.
Is it because they hate themselves?
Yes.
Because they
they're so lost.
Because they don't know what you're supposed to be. Because Billie Eilish thing comes up, and then
you told me. I was like, what?
Yeah, because she's making a comment about being in Ireland, and she's Irish, saying it's nice to be in a place that everybody looks like me, all pasty and stuff. And
I would have laughed.
She's just laughing with the crowd because Irish people have a certain complexion, not all, not 100%, but you walk through Ireland, you're going to see a mass majority of people looking a certain way, hair color, eye color, everything. And these things aren't bad. They're not horrible.
No, they got turned into bad things.
And for her to say now, people are like she needs to go away now. It's like anytime somebody says something the liberal activists don't like Elon, people are burning Teslas and keying Teslas, and it's like.
And he's like, "Thank you, my stock is going up."
And it's like
we'll go up in a few months.
That's the thing is why so much anger. That's why it gets burnt out on our,
Yeah.
That's why I'm glad we find other things. We find pop culture stuff, current event stuff, but I don't like talking pure necessarily politics as much because it doesn't matter.
Right, but it plays into our work.
Does
Look at our job.
It does.
You said Me-ism. Me-ism is it's like a political thing, because look at my job. My job. What I would have paid to see these two fuckers get told, we don't need you anymore, there's the door, pack your stuff up. Because for them, like Janet, when our supervisor left, because our supervisor abruptly left, and the next day I had to go into the office, and she was the boss. And one of my other coworkers from a different department came in and said, is she the new manager? And I told the head honcho that. I said, you have a manager. Her name is Janet. And so honestly, that's what it is. It's not, this whole shit to me is not a political thing. This is I have all this anger built up from my everyday fucking life because I work this job I hate, because I have to work in order to pay my bills, because I don't have love in my life. My parents didn't love me, or I'm in a relationship that I hate fucking being in because I can't do better, or all that is projected, and then it's like, we're outraged about something, let me let it all out.
You find something online and like, oh, I hate that. Yep. I hate this. Look at this beautiful blonde girl. Yeah. I hate that I don't look like that. I hate that I don't have that success.
Yeah.
So it's fascism.
And social media is such a powerful tool because that is what it's meant for. I thought social media was like, oh, cool, this person in Germany has this cool technological product that we don't have yet in the United States. Cool. Oh, their lifestyle and culture makes this kind of food. I thought the internet and social media was to educate yourself, learn, maybe expand your knowledge on certain things. And instead, what it really is meant for is to put us down, shame people, make bully, and
it's a perfect device.
Yeah, and that's why when people go online, they're doom scrolling. Me, I doom scroll on the funny stuff. Now, does my algorithm pick up on political stuff? Yes, because I love reacting to some of the stupid politics.
And it's listening to us talk right now. So
if we were to talk about pizza, all our ads would be pizza.
I bet you I get a Domino's one.
Yeah, we're gonna get an email. I got an instant message yesterday from a preschool. I don't know why the hell. I got an instant message on Facebook from preschool, and the only thing I can think of is our godson's mom is sending pictures, but I'm like, dude, that's crazy because I haven't even said the word preschool, until now. Yeah, so it's like it's getting pretty intense with the technology and social media and stuff. But you also have the ability to go, I don't want to hear this, and you block, or you change your algorithm. You can hit X and be like, I don't want to see this anymore. Snooze for 30 days.
Not interested.
Yeah, but people, they just like.
But they want it. It's that train
like in Hocus Pocus when they suck the life. Yeah. Like that's literally what social media does. Yeah. And it's hard to not give in when someone leaves like a comment. You're like, oh, fuck this. Like
on X, I'm like that a lot.
Yeah.
And then the bots just come up and attack.
But I also like to consider myself. I'm not a keyboard warrior. If I say it, I mean, thankfully we haven't had to say anything on the.
We didn't even know what comments for us.
I actually did have to tell someone you're just a bot off of a comment about the CAA and this Christie's auction. Okay. They made some random comment and I was like, "This is not. You're a bot."
Yeah, that happened on X for us a lot.
But if I met that person in real life and they said it to me, I would say the same thing I wrote. I'm going to respond to you in the same way I type on this little keyboard online. And people aren't like that. People are hardcore keyboard warriors, and then you meet them in person, they're like, but no, please, be vocal. You're so vocal on this, So it's just...
Even that's why I said about the people we've networked and met, because, they'll like and they'll share,
Yeah.
And then you see them at something and they're just like, that fake little... Like, it's them.
Hi.
Yeah. Oh, it's them. They said something I didn't agree with, so
yeah.
God, they're so evil.
I was warned recently about Gen Z. Is that the younger generation? I don't even keep up with that.
I think it's Gen millennial and Gen Z, I think.
I was warned, and they're like, oh, get ready for that stone face, like the no expression, no emotion. And I said, no, you better tell them to get ready for me. I call that shit out. And, no comment back. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, so you take this shit from people. I don't. I could be somewhere, and if I get disrespected or I get some... You've done it. Remember when we met up and I gave you the intern brought you a Facio dog, and someone interrupted our conversation? You're like, oh, I guess we're done with our conversation because someone interrupted us. And that person didn't say a word and didn't give two shits. But you're vocal about it, and that's what people need to do. Instead, they suppress it, and then when there's protest or you get paid $1,000 to go be a rioter, and they're like, because you see these people. Yeah. These people. Remember I said before, these nerdy, skin and bone people are not really like this. They just have so much built up anger because we're living proof that we can go somewhere, some event, and be the complete opposite of people, and yet we still have a great time. Right, we get along, we laugh with them, all that stuff.
Because I don't look at them as their political beliefs. I look at them as people. And I've said this many times, many episodes, and wherever I'm at. I care about character.
Yeah.
And I know some people will be like, well, you're politically like this, then you have no character. You're a character. No. Again, that's just political priorities and just your ideology. That's separate. That's a part of who you are. But there's multiple point parts to me, to you, to everybody, and it's again if I meet at one of the monster markets I encounter with vendors and it's like, oh, there's the ultra other side person, but I don't care because their stuff's cool. So I walk up, hey, how you doing? How's it going? All this stuff, and it's like, I'm not gonna go have a drink with them necessarily or want to hang out on a regular basis, but
Depending on what
I
they
can
say.
support. Even then, it wouldn't be that big of a deal because you're not going to sit there and talk about it. And if so, I don't mind conversations. The people on our side, we don't mind these conversations. Even if you do interact with someone like, hey, I saw you say this, or did you ever think about this? I'm like, hey, it's it's an interesting point of view. I like to know where people are coming from. I don't need to hate because you're different. The only time I get angry or those kind of emotions is when it just gets to name calling and it gets to uneducated views and it gets to just you're just spitting out what your echo chamber said. Do you have any original thought on the issue? Mm-hmm. Which they rarely do. I see that on Facebook. A guy I used to play softball with, and it's like, man, you just spit them out. It's like, I found that exact comment on X. I found it again on X.
Oh.
It's like you think you're being original because you're posting it on another platform. That's why I wanted an X account in the first place, because I want to see what every single side is saying about every single issue, and then commenting. I get the most. We're still stuck. I can't get above 520 for followers, but it's funny when you make the most centric comments. That's when they get the most angry because you're not taking a side. Yeah. Oh my gosh, when you don't take a side, like I've seen some come in like, yeah, this and this, we should make sure every side, both sides, they can't handle it. Yeah. Because they need this anger. They need an enemy. They need to be a victim. They need. Haven't learned yet. Even with us, because it is truly us against the world and the world. In the world we live in. That's why this name is really fitting. Because sometimes I think when we go places now, people are like, oh, it's those two.
I'm waiting for it. I can't wait.
Oh, they'll never have the balls or guts to say.
But that's what I'm saying. I haven't experienced that where I'm waiting for the day to be called an ist of something. Especially me being gay and having certain views that align with
Remember,
more
you're
conservative.
Not gay. If you're a conservative, you're not an actual gay. To them. No,
I'm not really conservative. I'm independent.
No, to them, though. It doesn't matter.
I have... Yeah, we've talked about this. I grew up in a Hispanic household. You ain't going to be liberal, okay? But that doesn't mean I don't have liberal tendencies either, but I'm not a... We're just not fanatics and so far right or left. Like I use common sense, okay? And I know my old HR lady would say like, common sense is not everyone. And I'm like, I don't care. At this point in my life, I don't care. Like, just don't come at me. But I'm like waiting, and I think this trip coming up, I'm like really trying to prepare myself mentally because I am going to a state that has been very, very profound on the social media realm, and I'm just like, I think I'm gonna be on alert as soon as we land. I'm gonna be like, who do I have to fight?
And it's sad that we even have to think.
I know, right? Yeah. Like I'm gonna, like I don't, like look, I'm wearing a Madrina shirt. It's like very mafia-like, but like this could offend someone because she's wearing a red rose.
Because
I'm gonna go.
The color red is very offensive now.
Yeah, and so I'm just like, I'm like waiting for it, but I'm also like, that petty side of me, I was like, come on, just bring it so I can say something, but it's not going to happen because I want it to happen. But I don't want to, it's not that I want to fight people, it's just like, I just want to tell people, like, wake up. You're stupid for falling into this fall in line sheep mentality. That's what we've been saying a lot lately.
Well, you can have your views and you can have your point of view and your side. It's the anger and hate that comes with it that gets me. It's like, if you want to believe in, like, I'm just going to use this example, okay, the American Eagle, Sydney Sweeney. Why are you getting to where you feel the need to call everybody a racist, Nazi, fascist, basically calling Sydney Sweeney Hitler, like the second coming of Hitler. Yeah. Because somebody pitched her an idea, and she said, yeah, you pay me and I'll do the ad. And they said, okay, here's your paycheck. She puts on a denim thing, opens it up, they show some side boob, and she goes home. How is that being a Nazi? Again, it's that reaction. It's not just like, oh, I don't like that ad. I think they're objectifying her, right, or something like that. I think
maybe a couple of years ago they would have said that.
Even though if you, like I showed on Facebook, and I saw other people post this as well, if you Google search or whatever your favorite search is, American Eagle models, people of all shapes, sizes, colors, backgrounds. This ad campaign focused on her because she's rumored to be the next Bond girl.
Well, she's pretty big right now in the.
Like I said, if you're going to be the next Bond, you got to capitalize on that. Yeah. Like they did back in the day. Brooke Shields, she was the biggest thing, and they used it. Beyonce, Levi's used her. For me, like I said, if you don't like it, that's fine. If you're like, oh, I don't really want to deal with that company who, exploits or uses this. If you want to do the pale skin because of her melanin content, whatever. But it's the anger, the hatred, the losing
Yeah.
your mind. I don't mind if people have their thoughts and views and positions on things. It's
Right.
natural. We
It's
just got to
extreme.
get away from that. I'm going to hate you, and
Yeah.
I'm going to like get in your face or break something of yours or key your car or wish death upon you. Like Hulk Hogan died and people were cheering.
Yeah.
And it's like, why? And I don't know why, because he endorsed Trump. He immediately, for 49% of the country, had a death mark on him. Because you're not allowed to be against their side. That's why even within their own side, there's this movement, this thing I follow now. It's like it's for people who used to be Democrats. Now they're more conservative. They're more moderate, centrist, but they go around schools and campuses talking about why they changed and answering topics of why are you still aligning with a side that won't let you have your own point of view.
Yeah.
The liberal side. That's why I could never be it or support it, because you're not allowed to think for yourself. You're not allowed to question. Republicans are a mess because they're all over the map. Like the Epstein files don't drop. Trump got hammered by Republicans online, by pundits, by media, by his fellow supporters, because you're like, no, F you. You said you were going to do, even though he really didn't say he was going to do that. He said he would look into it, but you're allowed to, and there's fractured into all these different, parts of conservatism, right? Because people think it's all MAGA, and it's like, not necessarily, because I consider myself a conservative, and yeah, I want America to succeed, but I wouldn't consider myself part of that, quote, movement, because I don't want to be part of a boxed-in movement. I want to have the freedom to be able to think for myself, and I think if you're pure liberal or in the MAGA box or in the old Republican box or the Reagan box or the Bush box, you're not allowed to think outside of that. You're not allowed to be in the red pill or black pill or white pill category. You're just supposed to be. It's supposed to be left or right, and there is no left or right anymore. It's just extreme.
Yeah.
This, and it's populist versus globalist. Because that's why I can't align with more left right now, because what the politicians that they're going to put in place are going to push that 2030. I don't want that. None of us want that. That's what I'm about. But I just don't want it's the anger. If I can circle all the way around and repeat myself, it's not the differences. It's not people fighting for what they believe. It's you are an asshole idiot if you don't think like me. You're mag-at or something like people trying to say maggot, which is like because people want America great. Really, you're bashing against America.
It's such a good catchphrase. I like "Make America Great Again" because
just in general, yeah.
I've been saying that since in my early 20s.
Why would any American not want us to be great?
Right. I live in America. I want America to be great again. Meaning, or let's make it better than what it was.
Again, is subjective because you could argue.
But you can take that phrase and still be whatever fucking party you want to be in. It doesn't have to be associated solely with the Republicans. Like, how many times did I say, America just needs to mind their own fucking business and not be so involved in all these other countries. And now, today, more than ever, we're seeing how involved we are with all these different countries. And so, I don't understand, but again, like you said, I think it's projection. A lot of people are angry. I also want to say, get some fucking hobbies, okay? Because I have friends and family members, their sole purpose in this life right now, and it's not like on a spiritual level, this is your sole purpose, this is your purpose of living, who just politics is everything for them. And I'm like, okay, if you're going to do that, I need you to run for office. On a state level, if you want to be president, do it. Because you cannot be, I just don't understand, or how does it make sense to live your life with ailments? Because it's become an ailment now to be so politically driven, and you're not a politician. To me, that's an ailment.
Yeah.
Because you are not a politician, and yet you act like you are Nancy Pelosi in the seat, making decisions and voting, standing up and putting your little thing in the ballot, and discussing all this legislation. And I'm like, I need you to take that energy that you have on social media and you're throwing it at everyone on this side, or all that. I need you to take that and put it to good use. Go run for office, please. Because the life they live, they're everything's wrong with them. Physically, they're worried about their health insurance. And I'm still waiting for the day that my rights have been taken away. I'm still waiting for I can never say it right, the Handmaid's
Project 2025.
I'm still waiting for my outfit. Is it gonna come in the mail?
You gotta hand make it yourself.
I'm just saying, like, that's how crazy this shit is.
It comes in the liberal starter kit. You get a nose ring, you get hair coloring, and then you get that outfit.
Oh my god, I went and got coffee this morning, and the girl, it's so bad because that's a stereotype, okay? Mm-hmm. And we failed as society. That now I cannot look at anyone that has this pierce, this,
yeah.
And it's all together, and I'm like, I wanted to ask her, be like, did you really want that, or is that, like, some kind of, like, agenda?
They see the influencers they listen to.
I was so mad at myself for looking at her and going, are you this way? Are you fitting the stereotype, or do you really like piercings? Like, I need to know.
It's in the starter kit. I'm telling you.
It's horrible.
Because they're not allowed. You're right. It is an ailment. It is a mental illness because they're not allowed to be individuals.
They're making it an ailment because no one is like
because
this.
The algorithms are so.
A real person is not like this.
The algorithms are set to be so strong to just inundate you with that stuff. To where that's what you become obsessed with.
I'm
to where
sorry.
you think that's all that's going on because, oh, look, I just scrolled through 20 things and 18 of them were political, so this must be very important. Mm-hmm. When it's really 18 people saying the same, just basically the same issue, the same thing, just maybe changed a few words, and just, it's the side you want, so the echo chamber just beats you. And it's like being in a, I've seen those movies where they, like, tape your eyelids open and they, like, play all the screens.
Yeah.
And they try to just brainwash you through like imagery and stuff like that.
What do they call it?
I forget what it's called.
Shock therapy?
And it's like the MK Ultra.
Conversion therapy?
It's like MK Ultra. It's like social media.
Well, they're doing it. I mean,
the algorithms and the vibrations that you get through here because the metal and everything that's in our bodies.
Think about it. It all comes down to your self-worth and self-esteem, right?
It should.
Because do you really take me for a fool? Do you think I don't look at ads and go, do you really take me to be this stupid? Do you take me to be this stupid?
I don't.
Now, do I fall into traps? Yes, I fucking do, because I'm a human being. I'm allowed to have feelings. Like, that rage bait, that TMZ, like, I'm infuriated. Yeah. Am I mad because there's a possibility that Trump will pardon Diddy? Sure, but do I really think that's real? Absolutely not. This is all planned. This is distraction. If it happens, I'm not going to be surprised. Like Maxwell, if she's getting moved to a dormitory instead of like a prison with no cameras and stuff, that's because, is she really going to get killed? No. She's going to be on the island with Jeffrey for
wherever Epstein's living right now.
Where Tupac is, where Elvis... I mean, like, no, these people are going to live wonderful lives.
Adolf Hitler, because he was a patsy too.
Yeah, so like, it's just, I get angry because I see the comments, and I don't want to say angry like the anger we do see in the comments, but I'm just like, guys, stop being dumb. Like, this American ego thing, hilarious. Yeah. Hilarious because I was like, dude, that's really smart. Genes, and then genes, like, genetic.
Yeah.
Like, it was really smart, but I'm not stupid to go, Nazi, fascist,
eugenics.
Oh my god, I'm so angry at jeans that I could never wear because I'm fat. So, I hate it. You know, I'm sorry, we get it. So, I just think it's hilarious because if you're going to get angry, I know.
See, you're getting riled up.
Tell him.
Everyone's getting riled up.
Here.
Do it again.
So, he feels my energy.
Yeah.
He's like, but seriously, I had a friend post on Facebook. I love Brian's post on Facebook because he nails it every time. It's just, a friend posted and said, okay, I spent some time on TikTok, and so basically what I learned is that you should feel bad to be white.
Yeah,
and I started laughing
because
it's so true.
And that's what they're teaching the kids in school.
I know. And people are like, pull these kids out of school because school is not school anymore.
No.
And school is a system set up to make us, 9-to-5 workers.
That's why they wanted that's why they're so mad about the Department of Education being repealed, because it takes away government control of curriculum and everything, because it's their money. So now if the state money, and it's not government money, not federal government.
Yeah.
Now, oh gosh, how do we teach kids math and science and critical thinking? My mom always said they should go back to teaching like home ec stuff, like cooking and
that was fun.
Cooking, how to manage a bank account, teaching kids how to be functional out in the real world.
Yeah.
You know, instead of teaching them that there's 83,000 genders.
Yeah.
Including whatever you want to make up.
Yeah.
And then if these kids that are quote unquote white, which I hate that because it's like it's just melanin content. We erase culture by saying white.
Yeah.
You are forever a poison to the society because of things that have happened in our past.
Right.
Somebody said that to me. He's like, well, your people did this. I was like, Pennsylvania Dutch people? What did they do? I mean, because I was at work and they were like, what? I was like, I'm Pennsylvania Dutch, Cherokee, and Choctaw. So you explain to me what my people did to cause any harm.
What did they do? Yeah.
What did they do? He goes, well, no, you know what I mean? I was like, no, I don't, because those are the culture. That is the heritage of what makes up most of who I am.
Yeah.
Are you talking about because I don't tan well, so I'm a light-colored Indian?
Yeah.
It's like my privilege card is in here, and basically at different levels based on how much I tan. And they got pissed off and they left. And it's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Because I'm not playing the black and white game. Just because I don't do that, because I think it's stupid. Mm-hmm. I had a conversation with one of my decorators about reparations, because I was like, you're right. Let's go back to the African tribes that put their people in chains and enslaved them, put them on ships, and ship them to UK and the New World. And you go for their wealth. You go for their land. You go for their gold. Because if it wasn't for them, these motherfuckers wouldn't be in these countries to be slaves.
Yeah, it's true.
And do the Irish get reparations too? Do the natives get reparations too?
Jeez, like,
do the Jews get reparations too for what almost happened to them? No, just the people that were chained by their own people and shipped across the seas. And what are you gonna do? Hey, use these people for labor. I'm like, okay, because that's society and all over the globe and throughout human history has been built on slavery. Everything has been built on slavery. So we just give everybody. So that's the key. Everybody gets $1 billion.
Yeah.
And then society shuts down, and we don't have anything.
Would they even be? Would their emotions change? Would they ever be happy? No.
Because the kid I work with, who got this, I've heard he's already bitching because he's not getting enough hours.
But he wanted less hours into. That's the thing. When you told me, I was like, oh, it's gonna be great because he wants all this free time. He doesn't want to work a certain shift. He wants weekends off.
Got like 26 hours, and he's like, I usually get 30.
He wants 2 days back to back. Mm-hmm. So you give it to him, and then
he wants Saturday, Sunday because he knows that's what I want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and you have been doing this for how long? Seniority?
He doesn't care.
That doesn't count.
He would call HR to say I'm abusing my level of seniority to make him a victim because he's gay.
Never win. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can never win. But man,
I made her laugh. That was fun.
Yeah. Yeah, she's gotten in a couple laughs in the last couple episodes. We hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
No, but it's. So I don't know. I'm just.
It's exhausting.
Sometimes
but it's not just us. You can tell people are getting exhausted. And people are speaking up, which I'm so happy to see. But there's still so many sheep, and I get it. Not everyone's gonna wake up. Not everyone's gonna be like, wait, I'm being taken for a fool. It takes time.
Does.
But I don't feel sorry for people who are falling in line and like, can I have another spoonful, please?
You can't.
I don't feel bad for them, and I do not allow them to overpower me because I've had people. Literally, we've been to parties and people are saying their opinions, and I'm like, what are you talking about? And then they're like, yeah, this is, and I'm like, absolutely not. You think that way? I do not. Like, just stuff about like the Diddy case. They're like, oh yeah, well, Cassie, she asked for it. Like she knew better. And I'm like, how fucking dare you? There's a psychology behind it, and she was groomed. Okay? Get your facts straight. Second of all, you have your right to your opinion, but if you were in that position, you wouldn't be fucking walking away like you said she could have done.
Absolutely not.
So I just think it's great to see people slowly getting exhausted. Oh, not slowly, because some people are just like, shut the fuck up, I don't want to hear this anymore. But yeah, I'm happy to see people waking up. I'm happy to see that people aren't taking shit anymore. And in general, just with things with life, like work, like speak up for yourself, or like, you know what, there's been so many people on social media that are like, just go to work, do not talk to anyone about your personal life, because it creates a ripple effect. People are like, wait, what's wrong with you? And literally, you're like, supervisor, manager, CEOs are like, hey, what's wrong? You're not like your happy self. You're like, I am happy. I'm just working. Has my production gone down? Is there an issue with my work? They're like, no, well, you're just not joking around anymore. Be like, well, I come here to work. And they can't, you can't get in trouble for that. It's not part of the handbook.
True.
You know, so it's just great to see that because people are getting it. People are leaving, starting their own businesses. And it's good. You just see people push through these barriers, these obstacles, and through the bullshit, like I like to say. And I'm just at a point in my life, I think with the rant that I had on my personal Facebook, I no longer am taking shit. Like, literally, if someone says something to me, I'll be like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
We went to a party and, like, someone was angry at their family because they were pushing her to do stuff she didn't want to do. Mm-hmm. And she took it out on me. And I looked at her and I said, don't you fucking take that anger that you have. You're mad with your family and you're taking it out on me. And I will not take that shit. You're angry, you go fucking tell them. Don't talk to me about it. And then she started smirking because she knew I was fucking right. And
because people are so used to not being challenged.
Yeah.
They're just used to everyone just backing down to what. That's why the name calling, because they figure if they call you a name, you'll back down.
Like when I commented about, I'm like, racist, fascist, and you're like, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
They wouldn't know what to do. They'd be like, huh?
Because it's actually happened.
Oh, okay. I have not had that privilege.
I've done that to people where, like, in the workplace before, where we'll talk about something at break room or something like that. You say something like that. Oh, that's really racist. I'm like, oh, thanks. and they're like, they don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Because I called you a name, so you're supposed to shut up.
Or you're supposed to come at me.
Or get on my side, because that's how we indoctrinate everyone. Because no one wants to be considered a Nazi or a fascist.
Yeah. Those words
when people like me are like, you don't know what a Nazi and fascist really is.
Yes. You're not educated enough.
And considering I remember COVID and how fascist our government actually became in terms of vaccine requirements, passports, can't go to eat, can't go to church, can't sing in church, being asked by my job, hey, did you take this, offering money, threatening people's pensions and retirements if they didn't take it, requiring masks everywhere you go to eat.
You couldn't even go to the beach.
You couldn't go to the beach.
Nowhere around you, and you had to be masked.
There was nothing logical.
Or a ticket or
nothing
jail.
logical about what happened during that whole time. But now it's fascism?
Yeah.
So it just shows
the
me,
people are behind.
It just shows me that people don't.
Reaction.
When they say these lazy ass arguments because they've got no intelligent thought to have a debate or conversation, it just means they have no fucking idea what fascism is. They just saw it on a TikTok somewhere, or saw it in a reel where someone said, "This is American Eagle. This is fascist behavior." You have no idea what fascism is. Yeah. Because it's not advertisement. I mean, they do use advertisement. It's what the government will do. And just wait. If the 2030 agenda gets their way, if Bill Gates gets his way, you're going to see firsthand. You're going to see what fascism is. You're going to see what a dystopian future is going to be if you get your way in terms of the people. Get the people you hate out because they're a little mean. Just wait.
Or they're direct.
It's like I almost want to give up these rights and freedoms just sadistically, just so I can go online, even though it would be blocked then, so they wouldn't be able to see it. You just say, "Are you guys happy now? Yeah. Is this what you really? This is what you want to fight? This is why you couldn't be friends with people? Yeah. This is why you disowned your family members? This is why you got so mad and couldn't function in society and had to be on antidepressants and anti-anxiety medication and scream to the sky? This is ultimately what you were fighting for? You can't go within 15 minutes of your home. You get rationed. You can't have full use of your electricity. You don't have streaming site. You don't have the internet. You don't have anything. Oh, and you're going to put every single needle in your arm that they come around to your house to give you? No. This is what you're fighting for? Because trust me, if you're on that liberal side, this is what you're fighting for. Yeah. I shouldn't say it that way because I shouldn't.
That's your opinion, though.
But it is because the politicians on that side, the puppet masters, already have them in line. Yeah. So the more of them that they're going to be, the quicker that's going to become. That's why, oh my gosh, we got to find something to freak people out and shut people down and bring them in the home. What can we do? There's something in space coming toward Earth. It's real. Trust us. We would never lie. Oh, and by the way, now that we have direct energy weapons up there in satellites that can burn you to a crisp, we're going to say the ship stopped just out of range of the moon and is firing, look, laser, laser, laser. Everybody stay home. The government will protect you. Oh, look, there goes Washington, D.C. Oh, look, there goes Paris. And since all world leaders are under their command, the actor that's Zelensky, the pedophile actor that is Macron, whoever we have then, because it'll be 2030. Oh look, the world governments are crumbling. We will step in as a WEF and WHO, and we will protect you.
No.
And if you just give up, we will rip up the constitutions of the world. We will create one world order. We will fight back against these alien invaders, and that'll suddenly be it. The world we leave behind.
Yeah.
Predictive programming movie.
Yeah.
First, it was the ship that docked, and the ship crashed into the bridge. Planes fell out of the sky. Teslas were running amok and destroying things and catching on fire.
Yep.
Teslas, they were being set on fire. And what was the thing that caused all that? The shutdown of all of our electronics, all of our internet, all of our communications, and put isolated people to their own homes.
Yeah.
And nobody knew what actually was happening, and it caused us all to turn on ourselves, violence, destroying ourselves. Best way to control the population.
Oh yeah, they're doing a great job.
But forget I said all that. I'm sure there are actual aliens that decided to come here, and they're just in a giant ship. And
are you kidding me? If they decided to come here, they're already here. They're just watching. And I think it's funny that people are like, oh, you're coming to see intelligent life. No, they're like, we're a reality show. Okay, they're like, this is why they're telling their kids, this is why you don't do that. You see that? You see that? We don't do that. That's why.
Like I said, I consider, I've always said, I heard this, I think I told you that, somebody made this theory, and I thought, I just love it, that we are like their library. And so our sci-fi movies are their actual history.
Right.
So they bring their younglings here. They watch Star Wars, and it's like, here's the history of our plant people. Here's the history of our plant. Here's the Civil War that we had going on. Remember this? And it's all here. It is on video. And here's War of the Worlds. Here's another part of ours. And here's V. And here's another part of ours. There's all this stuff. And it's like all these alien invasion movies. Here's Mars Attacks.
Oh yeah.
That's why I don't believe anything. I'm now on the moon stuff side now.
No, but you remember remember I was like, no, that never happened. You're like, what?
But now they even show the Mars stuff. The rock formation and the hill that's like this island outside of Canada, like rock for rock. It's like, oh gosh, are we?
Yes, we are.
Man, they just put a red tint on the filter and we say, look, it's Mars. Mm-hmm. We can't go to the moon, but we can send all these probes to Mars.
That's what I'm saying. Like, seriously, it's hilarious. But I'm glad all this shit's coming out. What are we at?
52.
Okay. So I'm just glad, because if you pay attention, more and more gets exposed, and I love it. Because we have been talking about this since COVID.
We've been talking about this like 5 years.
Yeah, but there's been predictions of things that are happening. And Oprah, again, fucked up in Hawaii, blocking a road. You hear about that?
Not recently?
Yeah, because there was a tsunami warning, and she blocked the fucking road. Okay. And at 7 p.m., they finally unblocked the road, and I was like, bitch.
She got all the children. She got all the children.
Yeah, that's probably what it was.
I just watched that clip again where she talked about stroking a 7-year-old's penis and how it would feel good. How the kid would know it felt good. I'd have to get the whole context of the video.
Okay,
and I don't want to. I didn't want to share. That's just sick.
Yeah. It is, but
back in the 90s, back in the 90s, she just openly talked because then the guru that she had.
Yeah, the one we talked about that in the Oprah episode.
That like molested all these women and then went away to prison. She is evil incarnate.
She supported, dude. I'm telling you, Oprah's gonna get slowly but surely. These people are gonna get caught. I just want to see it in my lifetime, please.
That's why in my closing, that's why the Maxwell thing. It's like, I think if anything happens there, I don't know. Sometimes you know how you gotta bring down. You gotta let go sometimes of a fish to get the bigger fish.
Yeah.
I have a feeling she's going to be that fish that's let go to get the bigger fish.
You think so?
Just like you've seen crime bosses and stuff, you have someone that's like the number 2 or someone that's in the inside, and they're like, I will give you everything, just get me out of prison.
Yeah.
And they say, okay, well, these people, I'd rather put
really
these people away.
Do you really think so?
Well, no.
You don't think this is all a plan?
Well, I don't fully think that because her family is involved in Mossad and family members in Israeli intelligence. I think the pressure is, you're going to put her because she won. You're going to take her deal, and you're going to set her free. Or we're going to use these AI programs, Mr. Trump, and we are going to put you in all these videos, and you're not going to be able to hide from it because
people are stupid.
Because it's right. It's AI. It's there, and we can come after your family. We can put Eric Trump Jr. in there. We can put Kushner in there. Hell, maybe we can put Barron in there. And if you don't want to see these things, we'll give you some names. We'll give you some lower level targets that we don't really care about anymore. We can clean house and get rid of some Democrats or get rid of some people, maybe Podesta, people like that. Who needs to go.
Yeah.
It won't be Clinton's. It won't be Obama.
But,
it won't be the big fish.
But
she'll give up a few.
But that's funny that you say that because Clinton. Did you hear about Clinton? How she was on tranquilizers?
Mm-hmm.
Like all that stuff is coming out now, and like I enjoy it because I'm like, guys.
Clintons
do
go
you
back
get
to
what's coming?
They go back to Watergate. And
I know, but
high-level people that have disappeared while Bill Clinton was driving them to the airport.
Yeah, I just like all this stuff coming out, and people, you could tell because in the comments you see people and they're like, "Oh my god," and I'm like, "Yeah, you realize it now? You understand what these conspiracy theorists were saying?"
When they talk to us, like people at work, they're like, "Where do you get this stuff?" It's like 5 years ago. I've had this stuff and it's a lot of things I listen to and then dig around and see because we are the media now when it comes to this.
Yeah, but
small accounts, big accounts, we are the media.
It's just asking questions. Mm-hmm. Literally looking at someone and go, that doesn't make sense.
Not taking it
Why
at face
would we
value.
do this?
Not
Why
taking it at face value.
Yeah, ask the question. And so I love seeing it. I am living for it. But I do get infuriated when I'm like, guys, don't fall for this shit. Like P. Diddy having supporters, I'm like, wow. And it's just...
He will because of his celebrity. People have the celebrity virus.
No, they do. Morals?
They have celebrity virus. That's why I don't like celebrityism, even though I like meeting people in these industries.
Yeah,
and I love their work and love their artistry. But I hate celebrityism because it does put them on a pedestal and it gives them forgiveness to get away with horrific things. Yeah. Again, in the court of public opinion, it really does. That's why it's harder to take down celebrities because we love their music or their movies or their shows.
Like the recent interview with Kevin Spacey on Piers Morgan, and people are like, why would you bring him on? Because to me, I was like, really? You're talking about this? Like, are you covering up? Or like, why are you out here?
But he's dropping names.
I know, but like, why are you out here? But did he really drop a lot of information? Not really. Nothing I didn't know.
Even with the Clinton thing, it's like, people. I mean, and I'll tell you that, again, in my last closing, the very first president I voted for when I was able to vote for was Bill Clinton. 96.
I can't remember who I voted for. Al Gore, I think?
Yeah, that was the very first one. Yeah. And I want him to go to, because a lot of people are like, well, he's my guy, or I voted for him, I love him as a president, so you want him to get away, I wouldn't dare turn on, they can't accept it because almost like it makes you feel like you did something wrong for voting for someone even though they grifted you and duped you. My former friends were kind of like her. She was kind of like that. She was, well, no, I mean, it's like, what, just because you voted for him, he gets a pass?
Yeah.
I voted for the dude, and I see now who he is, even though Paula Jones and Monica Lewinsky should have told us everything. Yeah. But I don't want him to die until he's publicly shamed and a prosecutor says you're coming. I want to see that perp walk.
Yeah.
I want to see that perp walk. Obama won't get his. But I want to see Clinton get his. I don't care if he dies in jail. Like that night, they just pop that needle and he's a martyr. But
I just want to see some justice because sometimes we don't get the justice that's deserved. Now, I take my little victories.
Sure, Virginia Guthries, the mainstream media got to talk about how she was being groomed and she was all this stuff at Trump's property and Mr. Trump's home.
Oh, yeah, they're dropping Trump's name like crazy. But again, I'm not stupid. Like, I know what you're doing. Even the people in the news are calling this shit
That's why I'm thinking that's the leverage, is if there's leverage for Maxwell, it's we are going to make everyone believe that you are the one that was involved in all this. You were his right hand.
Okay, well,
and if you don't let her loose, we will destroy your legacy, your name, your family, and your party.
And someone did say that maybe he's just doing this to just have his legacy, but the average person will fall for those traps that you said, because I look at that and I go, do you really think I'm this stupid? Do you really think I'm going to fall for this shit?
If he was involved in it this whole time, he would have never been able to run in 2016.
That would have been exposed so long ago. He would have never been able to run.
When WikiLeaks was dropping all that stuff about Hillary, which destroyed her because people actually saw the truth. Yeah. And I remember Julian Assange being asked, well, you got all this stuff about Hillary. Don't you have anything on Trump? And he said, no, we don't have any actionable evidence of any kind.
Yeah.
That he did anything to, we don't feel like there's anything. He didn't do, and Putin, they asked Putin, don't you have something on our president? He's like, no, are you kidding? No, we don't have anything. Yeah. He's a crude, rude, obnoxious man who did a lot of weird and crazy and creepy stuff when he was young. Yeah. But he wasn't.
Absolutely.
But he wasn't, and he got probably gropey and handsy with women from time to time because, women, not kids.
Yeah.
But anything in the
And
Epstein...
if he did, bring it out.
Anything with the Epstein, he was the one who actually cooperated and helped bring him into his first arrest because he cooperated. Why would you cooperate if you knew you were all over it? Of course he's on the list. He's in the Epstein files because he was an informant against him. And that has to be redacted because he's all the testimony that he gave. They can't use that. And so these Democratic judges are now blocking the release of the deposition because they want the back swap deposition. And it's an Obama-appointed judge who's blocking it. And they're still like, Trump's manipulating. It's like... It goes back to the delusion, the mental illness, and the pure and utter anger and hatred. Yeah. It's not just that you disagree; it's that you get filled with rage and anger and hatred for whatever the issue is and anybody who doesn't believe like you. And that's what. Yeah. That's what I hate.
I just hope you take that same passion when you actually see something like this happen in real life, like a child is trying to get kidnapped or something.
Can you take passion in that?
You use that anger, and you're like, "Let go of that child! I'm calling the police." But no, I'm pretty sure they won't. They won't stand up for it.
But yeah, that's an hour.
Thanks. Okay. Thanks.
What
are we at?
1
exactly?
1 hour, 48, 9 seconds, 50
I like to ask because Brian is so anxious when it comes to the time.
Well, because podcasts I listen to, if it gets about over an hour, I'm kind of like...
I don't care. I want to talk, Brian.
Do you want to talk or do you want listeners?
Hey, we have plenty of listeners. I'm grateful for any amount.
That's true.
That listen, even if it's just me, I'm grateful. Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you. Okay, I need a haircut. Oh, all right. Well, thanks for listening to us rant. That's our major life update, work update, and just like I always say, right, Brian? Like what I'm about to say.
Yeah, I know.
Go outside, get some sun. I'm gonna add, get some fucking hobbies. Let's thrive on some like artistic passion or like music.
And stop getting mad at us and the messengers and the people that are bringing these things to light, and maybe get mad at the people actually are doing the things that we have to bring to light. Redirect your anger to the people that deserve it, not the people that call it out.
No. Oh shit. It's like the mic. Yes, go outside, touch grass, get some hobbies. Reflect. Look at yourself. Look in the mirror and say, why am I so angry? Alright, guys. Go outside, touch grass, get some sun. Thanks for listening. Bye!